YouTube, what's going on, man? It's your boy Ink in the Brain, man. We back at it like a bad habit. Taking a little nice walk through the neighborhood, you feel me? But I just want to touch on this, man. I'm gonna touch on cold approach, right? And me too, and how, in my opinion, if you're a man and you're scared to approach a woman, you feel me, because you're scared to get rejected or you think she's gonna me to you just simply off a cold approach, bro, that's a that's a weak mindset, bro. You know what I mean? Like I just don't get it. You feel me? They say that men are losing their masculinity these days, and this is one thing that I could definitely see that point, because it's like, bro, okay, so you mean to tell me you're a heterosexual man, right? You're a heterosexual man, you healthy, you doing your thing, right? Man, look, you gonna want a woman, bro. It is what it is. How I don't care how cold your heart might be or how red pill you might be or whatever the case is, right? You're gonna want a woman in your life, bro, at some point. Whether it's for companionship, marriage, girlfriend, or just a one night stand, or whatever the case is, rotation, you feel me? So how you gonna go about getting a woman, right? There's only a couple ways you can do it. The first way is online dating, but you go to these online these dating apps, your Tinders, Bumbles, and all that, Hinge, and all that, right? It's a good tool. I definitely advise everybody to use it. Especially moving forward as the years go by, things are going to be way more technologically advanced than they are now. And this online dating thing ain't going nowhere, man. But the thing is online dating sites are filled with men. There's only a few, there's not that many women on there. I read that Tinder is like 80% guys and 20% women. So, you knocking something online, something pretty, you feel me? Something decent looking. You got to have a good profile and look good, bro. That's what it is, right? But that's neither here nor there for this video, man. So that's one way. Another way is social circle, right? Now, this is actually a way where I used to get most of my women back when I was younger, when I was like in college and things like that. You build a group of friends. You feel me? I had people who was on the football team. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. I had a partner who was a club promoter. Well, not technically, but he knew the club promoters out here, so we was always bouncing around different clubs, and you know, and you know, just being in those situations will kind of land you in some boxes. Basically, what I'm trying to say you right. So social circle is another very good way to knock a chick, right? Because it also takes the pressure off the women it takes the pressure off her to break down so many barriers, you feel me? Because you already kind of got some social proof, whether she was introduced to you by her friend or, whatever the case is, right? It's always easier to knock a chick if she's introduced to you by a friend or a cohort or something like that than you knocking her just off a cold approach, right? But then the third thing is going to be the cold approach, right? Now, the thing is with cold approach, this is going to be I will admit that cold approaching is a very low percentage shot. You know what I mean? It's like Steph Curry, you feel me? He's the best shooter of all time, and he can make full court shots, but he's not he's not going to hit one, he may hit 1 out of 10 full court shots, right? That's basically what cold approach breaks down to. Is it's a numbers game, because the chances of you walking up to a random stranger that you find attractive who happens to be a woman, her reciprocating the exact same physical attraction, is the chances of that are going to be pretty low. You know what I mean? But the thing is, though, is that's why it's important to have a mouthpiece and, have charisma and have your hygiene right, smell good, things like that. Because yes, you might not be your cup of tea physically, right? But you got other things working for you. She might go for it, right? So my whole thing is this. as a man, we all know that, you know, like I said, you're going to want a chick in your life at some point, right? You just going to give up on that because some stupid, attention-thirsty ass bitch on TikTok posted a guy, you know, glancing in her direction in the gym and we all know what women do for clout and attention these days, man. So I don't give a fuck, man. If I was to approach a chick, right, and she was on some old weird shit like, oh, you're harassing me, I'd be like, all right, well, call the police then. Give a fuck. Call the police then, bitch. I'll fight in court if it's that big of a deal, right? But the fact that you got so many men these days who are just like, oh, cold approach, there's no reason to cold approach, and, you know, won't. It's like, when men say stuff like this, it just lets me know that a lot of these guys are really living online. Like, these guys are not living in the real world. They don't go outside. They really don't talk to women, because if they did, they would know, like, man, it's extremely rare where a woman, if you cold approach a chick and she ain't rocking with you, that she's gonna Me Too you or call the police on you. You feel me? Like, that doesn't happen. That's that online shit. That's just online attention whoring, posting stuff for followers, views, and likes. You know what I mean? As a man, you gotta go outside and get what you want, bro. You feel me? Because if you're not extremely attractive physically, a woman is not gonna come up to you and talk to you, bro. And I've talked about this in previous videos before. Like, the majority of men have never been chosen on a day in their life. So if you have been chosen on, then you know what I'm saying. Like, it definitely feels good to be chosen by a woman, but most men ain't getting chosen, right? So you gotta go after what you want, man. You know what I mean? Don't let this new age feminism and, you know, the new chicks coming up in the game who was raised on social media, you shouldn't let that deter you as a man from going after what you want. You know what I mean? If you play the game, you're gonna get lucky and win sometimes, you feel me? Shit, even back when the 76ers got rid of AI, right? I mean, hell, that was terrible for years, right? But even they still won, 10 games a year, 16 games in a year, right? So, I get it. It's not a high percentage that you walking up to this chick you find attractive, in Walmart, introducing yourself, say, hey, can we go out for smoothies one day? I'm not saying it's just easy to just knock her and, nah, it's definitely not easy, you feel me? But what I'm saying is the average guy, if you don't cold approach women, you're not getting any women, and that's that. You know what I mean? Unless you a trick. I know there's a lot of tricking going on these days, right? Shit, you even got guys with status and money who don't need a trick who's still tricking. So it's like, it's just a many time we living in right now, man. But I just wanted to post this video because it's like, men gotta get back to being men, bro. Go after what you want. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, guys get Me Too'd and things like that, but like I said, who gives a fuck? If you truly know that you didn't do anything wrong and you just walked up to a chick on the street and tried to get at her and she gave you a hard time and called the police on you, who cares, man? Let the bitch call the police. It is what it is. It's gonna be annoying having to go through it, but fight it in court, man. Fuck that. You know what I'm saying? Men need to get back to being men, bro. I don't give a fuck what a chick think about. Like, nah. If I want to go holler at a chick, I'm gonna do it. I've got rejected, guys. I wish I had a counter on how many times I've been rejected, man. I get rejected all the time, and it is frustrating sometimes. But hey, man, you lose 100% of the shots you don't take. You feel me? And like I said, sometimes you'll get lucky, man. I done knocked some bad ones, right? So it is what it is. Now, keeping them is a whole nother story, but that's neither here nor there. But all I want y'all to get back to, man, is, you feel me? Go after what you want, man. Ain't nothing wrong with approaching a woman, you feel me? Saying what's up or just popping at her. seeing what's popping, you feel me? So it's like, men need to just get back to being men, bro. Stop worrying about what these feminists thinking. If this bitch gonna me to you, so what? Fuck her. You know what I mean? And if she posts you on social media, whatever the case is, post a response back. Combat her narrative. Gives a fuck. All right, man. It's your boy Inky, man. I'll holler.